Dark turns and hidden motives in Port Charles. A new chapter unfolds in the ever-shifting world of Port Charles. Tensions ripple just beneath the surface, threatening to erupt at any moment. This week, a series of unexpected events places beloved residents on a collision course with fate, forcing long-standing secrets into the light and igniting rivalries that were once buried. In a town where power, truth, and loyalty are constantly in flux, nothing stays hidden for long. As courtroom drama brews and personal vendettas take root, each character finds themselves at a crossroads, some fueled by justice, others by vengeance. At the heart of the week's emotional turmoil is a long-overdue confrontation between Brooke Lynn Quartermaine and Lulu Spencer. What started as a chance encounter quickly spirals into a searing reckoning of past betrayals, missed opportunities, and the unspoken grief that lingers between them. Lulu, still recovering from the fog of her traumatic coma, is met with the sharp reality that time has moved forward without her, and Brooke, with a complicated past tied to both Dante and their shared family legacies, can no longer pretend the rift between them doesn't exist. The moment is heavy with implication. Lulu's return to full consciousness has not only reawakened old feelings, but it has also reignited questions about the role Brooke played during her absence. What happened between Dante and Brooke during Lulu's coma is no longer a private history, it's a live wire threatening to expose truths that could change the shape of their relationships permanently. Neither woman backs down as accusations fly, and for a brief moment, Port Charles holds its breath, unsure of who will walk away with their dignity intact. While Brooke and Lulu navigate their personal battlefield, Elizabeth Weber is on the cusp of a professional breakthrough that she never anticipated. After months of emotional turmoil and career setbacks, Elizabeth stumbles upon a critical clue related to a misfiled patient chart. What at first seemed like a mundane clerical error turns out to be the missing link in a malpractice case that threatened to destroy her reputation. This fortunate discovery not only clears her name but re-establishes her role at General Hospital as one of the most respected and vigilant medical professionals. Yet with this exoneration comes a realization: someone at the hospital has been manipulating files, and it may not be the first time. Elizabeth is suddenly thrust into a new role, whistleblower. Her decision to pursue the truth could earn her praise, or it might turn her into a target in a system where silence often equals survival. As she contemplates the cost of speaking out, Elizabeth finds herself questioning just how deep the corruption within the hospital goes, and whether she's willing to risk everything to uncover it. Meanwhile, at the courthouse, all eyes are on Michael Corinthos as he is called to the stand in one of the most controversial trials in recent Port Charles memory. With family loyalties stretched thin and legal consequences on the horizon, Michael's testimony carries more weight than even he anticipates. What begins as a straightforward recounting of events quickly becomes a delicate dance of omission and revelation. Under oath, Michael is forced to confront his own role in the decisions that led to the current legal storm, particularly those involving Wiley, his mother Carly, and recent business entanglements with Sonny. The pressure is immense, and the prosecutor wastes no time in weaponizing Michael's family history to cast doubt on his character. In one of the most harrowing moments of the trial, Michael's resolve begins to crack, revealing the emotional toll his double life has taken on him. The courtroom watches in silence as he makes a pivotal decision, whether to protect his family at all costs or finally speak the full truth, regardless of who it hurts. In doing so, Michael doesn't just risk legal backlash, he risks reshaping his family's legacy forever. Elsewhere, Anna Devane, relentless in her pursuit of justice, tightens her grip on Brennan, a mysterious figure whose influence over recent events has grown too conspicuous to ignore. Anna has been circling Brennan for weeks, quietly gathering intelligence and decoding his connections to an international syndicate operating just outside the law's reach. But now, she's ready to play her hand. In a clandestine meeting, Anna corners Brennan and delivers a veiled ultimatum: cooperate or fall. The exchange is as tense as it is revelatory. Brennan, slick and unbothered on the surface, underestimates Anna's resolve. But beneath her composed demeanor is a woman who has sacrificed too much to let another criminal slip through the cracks. The confrontation lays the groundwork for an even larger revelation, one that could involve federal agencies and undercover assets embedded within Port Charles itself. Anna's pursuit of Brennan is no longer just about this one man, it's about dismantling an entire network of corruption. And she won't stop until the full picture is exposed, even if it costs her career or her life. In a quieter but equally loaded setting, Sonny Corinthos and Laura Collins share a conversation that at first seems casual, two old friends contemplating the what-ifs of life in Port Charles. But beneath their words lie deep concerns about the future. Sonny, still trying to reconcile his business dealings with the demands of being a father and community figure, speculates on what might happen if alliances start to fracture. Laura, always the pragmatic voice of reason, entertains these hypotheticals not as idle musings but as warning signs. Together, they sketch out a scenario in which Port Charles might face a power vacuum, should certain families fall or withdraw. Sonny, typically confident in his place at the top of the food chain, admits, if only subtly, that things are shifting faster than he anticipated. New players are emerging, old loyalties are eroding, and the rules of the game are being rewritten. Laura listens carefully, offering insight without judgment, but it's clear that both of them sense a storm on the horizon. The discussion ends without resolution, but the implication is undeniable. Port Charles may soon find itself in uncharted territory, and both Sonny and Laura are preparing for a fight they didn't see coming. As all of these storylines converge, a larger picture of Port Charles begins to emerge, one painted with shades of loyalty, betrayal, resilience, and justice. Relationships will be tested, reputations reshaped, and some secrets may never again be safely buried. From the courtroom to the hospital corridors, from private offices to public confrontations, the characters who call Port Charles home must brace for impact. Because in a town where every truth has a consequence and every silence speaks volumes, survival is never guaranteed, and redemption is always just one heartbeat away.